The playing of the national anthem as the teams gear up for the tip. We're at the sold-out Amway Center. The Eastern Conference semifinals continue here on 2K Sports. Game 2. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Great to have you with us. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. You guys checking out the great. What do you think we can expect here?
And you know what I like about his game, Kevin, is his ability to draw fouls. He can take the charge as well as anybody in the league, mainly because of his anticipation and his awareness defensively.
And that's not all there is to say about him, Steve. I mean, he also is a master of the pick and roll. Get the ball in his hands and set a screen for him, and there will be an easy bucket after.
Beautiful Orlando. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
This game really gives them a chance to kind of put the hammer down in this series. If they can build on that Game 1 victory and then win here tonight, it would make it almost impossible to come back from.
But let's flip that script. A loss tonight and their home court advantage goes straight out the window, and that would put tons of pressure on them going on the road.
Here's the monster, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And he will take the ball right into the teeth of the defense.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
I asked him how his team's mindset was after that opening loss. He told me, we're not down. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first two on the road. So we're still in a position to accomplish what we set out for. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. No goal from Lights Out.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
No good from Schmidt. It's stolen. About a minute played so far here in the first. Pass it to Caldwell Pope. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Lights Out. Little General, defended by Schmidt. Here's Little General. The pass to the break. Here's the Wizard. And that one's good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
LaBeast passes to Caldwell Pope. Kept alive. Deflected. Here's the Wizard, defended by Schmidt. Passes it to the Great. That's short off the rim.
He got the shot he wanted off that hit, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
The shot's good from the closer. The closer's got his first bucket of the night.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Here's Schmidt, and he lays that one in. Here's Little General. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to the Great. Here's the Wizard, defended by Caldwell Pope. Good.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
The Mayor passing to the Beast. Here's the Mayor. The Beast. Orlando moving the ball around. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the pass to the Great. Jumper off the screen. Little General. The follow-up jam.
Kev, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever, Kevin?
Here's the mayor. Here's the monster. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The monster's got 5 now. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And let's get your guys take on the hustle steps for the Magic.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one at the line is good. No free throws good from the great.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason. He's such a good all-around player.
Passes it to the monster. One-on-one here. Here's the Wizard with the lead pass. Orlando grabs the miss. The Monsters got 3 rebounds so far in the game. They easily took Thursday's game.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
The shot's good from Insanity. Mark and Steve, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen a game with so many lead changes this early on.
Here's Caldwell Pope after the made shot from Insanity. The Monster. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession. Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
He passes to the Beast. Here's the Monster.
Oh, always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous, man.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points, 1 up from outside here in the first. Passed across. A leaner. Lights out. Puts up the baby hook. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. That's not... Now 8 points for the Wizard.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That is his first foul of the game.
He tried to step. And cut him off, but just not quick enough.
and we have the benefit of replay. But I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
The shot's good from the monster.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Little General. The pass across. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Look at the closer, fourth in the league, and as consistent as they come.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
Here's Little General to the middle. Here's the great. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And an important part of every team's game. When we look at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, they've gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Also, we've seen them have active hands on the defensive end. They're putting a lot of pressure on the ball and coming away with some steals.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And he can't hit the second. Bucks leading by 3. Passes it to Little General. And Anthony sends it back. They retain possession.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
And the bucket counts. He is on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Here's Little General. Here's Trent. Another shot. And Lopez with the nice bucket inside. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
This game is going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, you know what, Ken? Come on, Ken. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Pass to Little General. Lock at 6. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots. And there the Bucks with another bucket.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Little General. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Little General's got his second bucket tonight. Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Sonic hits, he passes to Anthony. Suggs. Back to Anthony. He passes to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Suggs. No good on the 3.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Here's Little General. He has 6. Pass to Sanikidze. And good on the basket. Hook it.
Look at the combination of size and touch. That's why he's a great finisher down low.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. 1:02 left to play in the first. Pass to Little Jimmy. Here's Antetokounmpo, covered by Anthony. Middleton the pass to Little Jimmy. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. The Magic trailed by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And there's the pass to Wagner. Back to Anthony. Tipped. Suggs defended by Antetokounmpo. The 3 from Anthony. Rebound, Milwaukee. Passes it to Little Jimmy. And here we go with Anthony. Running it up the court. That's good. And now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
Now that was a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they come out, and it's served them well.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Orlando, they've got Anthony, and it's Wagner with the foul, roaming the paint. Sonakitsi, defended by Antetokounmpo. The shot's good from Sonakitsi. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's Prince on the wing. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Orlando leading. Harris passes to Wagner. Inside. Out to Anthony. There's the 3. That's good. Anthony's got 6.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
Payton, guarded by Harris. Now the pass to Little Jimmy. Harris kicks to Anthony. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
You know, the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominating.
Pass it to Little Jimmy. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Sonakitsi, defended by Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim. But smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they send a message right there. Nothing easy inside. Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those Karens.
Seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them, though.
Payton, defended by Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from lights out.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Schmidt, and the layup's good off the glass. The Mayor's got 6.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
Here's Milton. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. He has 7.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
They get it again.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
The greats checked in for Milwaukee. There's the play. Oh!
What a huge play.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Stolen away. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Magic leading by 5. The Mayor passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's the Mayor, defended by Cross. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. From deep. No good from the Beast. Bucks trail by 5. Lots of room. The shot's good from the Great. The Great's got 7 points in the game.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Pass to Schmidt. Uncovered. Rebound, Milwaukee. The Great's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And that one goes long.
It's a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
The Mayor passes to the closer. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Payton defended by Schmidt. Here's Cross. Shot is blocked. Here's Caldwell Pope. The Mayor passes to the Monster. Here's the Great. And blocked. There's the pass to the Monster. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, he gets after it on the glass. That's the biggest thing. Takes a ton of pride in his rebounding and never seems to run out of gas. Just brings an energy to the game that makes him stand out amongst the crowd.
You know, you really can't think about trying to rebound the ball yourself when you're dealing with him. You've just got to make sure you box him out.
Little Generals checked in for Milwaukee. The shot's good from the Great, and it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooter. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Now you look at the Great, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
Well, you know, the three-point shot, Kevin, can be a game-changing play. I mean, I've seen games become blowouts, and blowouts become close thanks to the three-point shot. It's a huge asset, and these guys capitalize on it big time.
Here's Caldwell Pope. The Magic again can't hit. Bucks trail by 6. Here's the Great, and it's rejected. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Lights out, passes to Cross. Ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Pushing it up. Passes it to the Great. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
The Bucks have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. That free throw good from the Great. Orlando leading by 3. The Mayor passes to the Monster. Here's the Beast. Here's the Mayor, defended by Cross. No good from the Monster.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Cross passes to Little General. Bubbled by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Cross. The Great. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
The Beast lays it up and banks it in. The Beast's got his first points of the night. Bucks trail by 5. And that is the pass across. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
On defense, Orlando. Knocked loose. Passes it to the great. A shot. A rebound by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to the monster. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Mayor passes to the Beast. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 7. The pass to the great. He passes it to himself. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Little General. Sinks the three-pointer. Little General's got 9 points.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now. But he's finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Passes it to the Beast. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. We've seen the Monster really having a great game.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
There's 1:54 left in the first half. Pass to the great. Here's the Wizard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. No good from the great.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Now, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
And the foul on the closer. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Here's Cross. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. The Wizards got 12 points in the game.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
The Mayor passes to the closer. That's blocked. They get it back. Here's the Beast. And the 3 ball is good. The Beast's got his second basket of the night.
Well, they've really cranked up the intensity, tracking down those loose cannons, stacking up second chance buckets in big piles.
And those hustle points, Clark, I mean, that's just another reason why they've got the lead here.
This fires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Caldwell Pope passes to the closer. Here's the Mayor. And the pass to the Beast. Here's the Monster. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Now it's a 7-point Magic lead. Fires top of the key. The shot's good from Cross. The Wizards got 14 points for the game.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the closer. The pass to the Beast. Second shot opportunity. The Monster passes to the Beast. Leads him in there. Pass to Caldwell Pope. The Mayor. That 3 off the mark. It'll count. And we're through 2 here and a good one.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Round 2 of the NBA playoffs is in full swing.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for the monster. He's got 19 points and 1 steal as well.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate the all-around effort that he's put in here today.
The numbers tell the story, Steve. He is filling up just about every column of that box sheet.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they got. Will General out there with the Wizard. Then there's Lights Out. Then there's Insanity. And it's the Great in at the 3 spot. The Bucks have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. Both free throws good from Cross. Magic leading by 5. The Mayor passes to the closer. It's rebounded by Lights Out. Lights Out's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They get it back. No good from Cross.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
The Beast passes to the closer. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. The closer's got 6.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
No good from Cross.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
There's a good screen. Pass to the Beast. Here's the closer. Now the pass to Schmidt. The closer. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Both free throws good from the closer.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
That's tipped. Unhindered, going all the way. That's good. 10 points for the Mayor.
Heads-up play on both ends there. Transition basketball, the steal and the quick push.
Steve, that's how it should be played. I mean, rapid-fire basketball.
Here's the Great. Passes it to Little General. All sorts of time. He squares up and sinks it. Little General's got 11 points.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Magic moving the ball around. Here's the closer. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. The closer's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lead.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Now you look at the Great, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
And what a run he's been on, guys. Establishing himself at the perfect time here in the postseason.
Lights Out passes to Cross. It's rebounded by the Beast. The Beast's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He passes to Caldwell Pope. Pass to the Beast. 5 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Here's Little General. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Take a look at what Little General's been doing. He's got 11 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
He hits both from the stripe.
They're locked in from the chair to start this half. Not a miss yet.
They're going to have to continue that pace, Bart, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Caldwell Pope pass to the Beast. Here's the Mayor for the 3. Gets it to go. The Mayor's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
The Beast passes to the closer.
sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here's Little General, who makes it off the glass. Little General's got 15.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he remains in total control even at full speed. I love that about him.
No good from the Beast.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Little General, the pass to lights out. Here's the Wizard. That's good.
Seems to have lost his touch this quarter, guys. 1 field goal in 5 attempts.
The pass to the Monster. Another steal. Fast break, Milwaukee.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
Well, the defender was on him like glue, all up in his airspace. That's a very low percentage shot against that kind of team.
Yeah, you're right. Best not to force it when you've got someone draped all over you like that. You got to move the ball on.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps. The men.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Broke loose. And up the court from the Magic on the break. The Mayor passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's the Mayor. The Monster. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Both free throws good from the Monster.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Carter, he's checked in for the Monster. Sonikidze, defended by Antetokounmpo. And the shot's good from Sonikidze. He's got 8. Bucks trail by 18. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Trent. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. The Bucks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Kevin, no surprise. They've capitalized on their opportunities at the free throw line. That's their MO.
Sucks. And he can't bank that one in. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's blocked by Sonikidze. Moves back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Yeah, he's not happy right now. You can see it's really hurting him.
Sure can, Steve. I mean, it's difficult to say exactly how serious it is, but hopefully we'll have an update soon.
The greats checked in for Chris Middleton.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
It's up a 3. Milwaukee the rebound.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
The shot's good from Antetokounmpo.
Tell you what, rebounding has been a problem for this club.
Well, you give a team a lot of second shots, that makes it tough. I mean, a big disparity in second chance points, you have a tough time winning those games.
And it's Carter missing.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Here's the great. And the shot is good. The greats got 14. Orlando leading by 10. Sonikidze passes the Carter. Lopez with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Shot denied. Sucks. Lopez covering. There's Sonikidze. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Pass to Little Jimmy. The great. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Trent. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Sonic NC passes to Anthony. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Anthony's got 10 points in the game.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Hooked away. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Wagner. A huge slam. The perfect end of a fast break.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Antetokounmpo passes to Little Jimmy. No good from the great Lopez. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. The Magic leading by 12. 1:15 left in the third. Carter drives in. Outside Anthony. He passes to Wagner. Back to Anthony. Carries it from three-point range. Anthony's got 13.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
Well, and as hot as they've been, there's no need to change their offense. Just continue to play the way you're playing. You're going to get open looks.
Offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 15. Pass to the great. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Now the pass to Little Jimmy. Gives him the lead pass. Antetokounmpo gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And sometimes when you have a big lead like this, you get a little lazy, maybe a little sloppy offensively.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. And yes, sir, that one drops. 17 points for the great.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Out to Harris. Passes it to Sonic Kitzy. With 4 seconds on the clock. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Smart foul there. Make him earn those 2 free throws instead of giving up an easy dunk.
Yeah, and he's not a strong free throw shooter. I mean, with his percentage, he's likely to miss one, so that's a good heads-up play.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. Magic leading by 11. We've got the Beast, and it's Schmidt in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's the Beast. Oh, and that one. No question. Put it down.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful. And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for the great. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Magic shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall. No good from the Beast.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
But they recover it. Pass to Little General. It's good from about 19 feet. Magic leading by 11. Down low. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
It's stolen by Harris. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Milwaukee making a switch here. Carter's checked in.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of them.
Here's Trent. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I give him credit. He didn't have much confidence going in the first half, but he's picking up the pace here.
Sonic heads it, passes to Harris. Here's the Beast, and the call will go against the Great. That's his first foul. The Wizard, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's the Mayor. Milwaukee with the rebound. Little General's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Cross passes to the Great. Good! The Great's got 19 points.
That's how to orchestrate for your team, man. Terrific pass.
And the lead is down inside single digits. Magic leading by 9. The Mayor passes to Carter. Excellent D there from lights out.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Cross. Kicked away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's the Beast. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. Don't they have to build up the lead? And here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here's Little General, defended by Schmidt. They get a hand on it. Off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked him. Caldwell Pope, who's checked in for the Magic. Here's Lights Out, defended by Carter. Lights Out, and he knocks down the jumper. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's the Beast. No good. Some solid defense from lights out. And they're running. Antetokounmpo passes to Cross. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's the Beast. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What a play. The hoop plus the arm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
The Monster checked in for Carter. There's the steal. Here's Schmidt.
Oh, are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Fires from the line. No good to Little Jim.
What was the defense doing there? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Cross passes to Antetokounmpo. Gets it to go.
That's good, unselfish play there because his shot was tougher. Instead, he went to his teammate.
And there's the pass to the Beast. Here's the Mayor. Off with the layup. Bucks trail by 17. Passes it to lights out. Little General. Pass to Cross. Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Winchell is checked in for Antetokounmpo. The pass to the Beast. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Cross.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those counters.
Seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them there.
Magic leading by 15. Caldwell Pope passes to the Beast. Sonic Kitzy. Magic moving the ball around. Passes to the Beast.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit, and it's still early. They have to play smart, or they could give up a lot of free throws.
That's good from Caldwell Pope. Both free throws good from Caldwell Pope. Here's Little General. Got a piece of it. He passes to Cross. No one near him. An easy 2 points on the layup. And that's now 6 points for lights out.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
No good from the Beast.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
That is good. Magic leading by 11. Pass to the Monster. Here's the Beast. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Sonic Kitzy, and the pass to Schmidt. Lets it go with the 3. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now. There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's the Wizard. The closer's checked in for Orlando. Magic shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. The Mayor passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's the closer, defended by Cross.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
That free throw good from the closer. All free throws good from the closer.
You really have to like their efficiency at the foul line. I mean, they're knocking down 91, 92% of their free throws overall. That's a very healthy and positive number.
Bucks trail by 16. Little General the pass to Cross. Offensive rebound. Lights out. Misses the layup. Well, Orlando shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Caldwell Pope passes to the Beast. Here's the Mayor. And here we go. Here's lights out.
Athletic play. Incredible.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays caught just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
Took him no time at all on that one. 24 points for the great.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Here's the monster. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Little General, defended by Schmidt. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to the great from past the arc. Can't hit. Excellent D there from the Beast. Magic leading by 14. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two.
Take a look at what the Beast has done. He's got 14 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tipped away. Ports, defended by Carter. Stolen by Carter. And here we go. Carter's got him a fast break chance.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Payton covered by Anthony. Middleton dishes to Prince. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Magic shooting 55% in the fourth. They were executing late. Carter sets the pick for Anthony. Harris. That one falls. Coming up Anthony's feet. And the Magic lead by 21.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Fires from deep. Off the mark. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin.